Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the New England Patriots. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the goal line. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. The first carry for the Spartans. Kenneth Walker. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. That's the former #1 overall pick, Trayvon Walker, there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Play fake. It's Rodgers. Open man downfield is Weekend. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, New England.
First down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerrero. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. That is caught right side. That's Hammond. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
He'll get it to Fannin once more. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Patriots first down.
And
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. 319. From the pistol, here's Walker. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2.
Made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And the Patriots are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
14 yards.
Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Hey, 88. Back north. Yeah, live. Zoom. Plant.
Walker goes over the top and into the end zone. Touchdown. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
His kick is good. Makes the score Patriots 7, Falcons nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Now he lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10.
Yeah! There we go, Friday. Kill. 26.
First carry of the game now, and here's Brees Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Corner Garrett Williams there on the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
On second down, it's Dak. Catch made there, that's Smith. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They try to run for it with Hall. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
A loss of a yard.
On fourth down, they snap it to Dak. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
Turnover on down.
So the message this coach is sending to his huddle is very clear. It's, hey, guys, I got all the confidence in the world. We're going to be aggressive all day. We're not afraid to fail. We are going to try to score on every possession. And as a player, you can't help but love it.
Back north.
On the ground, it's Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Play action now with Rodgers. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this first quarter will come to an end. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football as they've got it 3rd and 10.
Check 30. No. 50. 319.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
That's good.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Hey, 88. No. Get 319. Yeah, Liz.
On third down, Rodgers. A short run that is caught by Family. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Check 30. Mike. Hey, check 26. Inside.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. The return starts from the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The drive begins with a run, and it's home. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
To the outside, he's got Smith. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
10 yards. And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Prescott. Moving outside the pocket. Now he'll run it.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
From the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Yeah, here we go.
Now Prescott to the left side, caught by Schultz. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Well, give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. And downfield, he's got Schultz, the tight end. And he will get into the end zone. Dalton Schultz, touchdown Falcons. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
17-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
319, go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Jump out.
On the handoff, it's Garenda. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Damian Sherwood there to meet him.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6.
319. Hey, check 26. Hey, check on both. 319.
From the gun, Rodgers. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
This is 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got his next weekend. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, New England.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
New England going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1.
At the 34-yard line.
First and 10.
Tighten up.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Williams is there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Once again, it's Walker. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
7-yard gain. That's good for a Patriots first down.
Easy. Back north.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
That's another Patriots.
His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Pats will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Prescott on first down. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the first down mark. The next pick up at 9 is going to set up 2nd and 1.
It's a great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
6. And the Falcons.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
First down, Atlanta.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take. All right, hey.
On the give, it's Hall. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Play fake. Prescott. Oh, a wide open receiver. It's Smith. And he's into the end zone. Arian Smith. Touchdown, Atlanta. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. And the Falcons move out in front by up points. It's 14-13. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Xavier Leggett. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Get 300. Get 300. Yeah, this. Jim. Box it. Zoom.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. This will be a short pickup to about the 30. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Second down and 8.
Look at the 8.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he is out of bounds at the 45. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Patriots first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
A gain of 22
His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Now first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
15 more yards.
Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move.
Down.
It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
The RPO. That one is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That
It's
one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd
A bit of a quick
7
hitter here, and what
at
you're
the
hoping for, Mike, is that the
15-yard
defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
319. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, whoa.
Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. That is caught at the 3. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Hey, flex. Gun. Flip again.
Here's Walker. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
The tackle made by
A
Harold
loss
Landry.
was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
319.
Rodgers now. That one, take it in. Alex Pierce. Touchdown, New England. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
So now, with the lead up to 5, they're going to go for 2 and try to extend it out to 7.
Will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
To throw is Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. That's brought in right side. 5 Pickens. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
On second down, it's Dak. His throw left is complete with Judy. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards.
And a Falcon first down.
That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 17 yards on that play. It's good for a Falcon first down. Prescott again. He's got it at the 7. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
Atlanta.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and the quarterback
and he'll take it on in. Dalton Schultz, touchdown Falcons. That's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Prescott will bring up his guys for this 2-point attempt.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
That's out quickly and complete. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
88. Renate, Jack, 300. Jump out.
On play action, Rodgers. Now a deep ball here for Collins. He's got it. And he will score. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Patriots. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and When you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he's going to be taken down there as we come to the end of the third quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Prescott. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Falcons, first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Falcons.
On first and 10, Prescott. To the left side, and caught by Schultz. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
That's another
Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's out of bounds down inside the 35.
That's another.
These two got it going on. 19 on that connection and another first down.
Kill. Here we go, 40 seconds. 26.
Again, Prescott to the air. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
A gain of 22.
They're locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
A gain of 22.
This passing attack is proving to be a lot to handle for this defense, Mike, especially over the last couple plays. 4 plays, 4 passes, 4 first downs. It doesn't get much more efficient than that.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Falcons. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal.
Kick is good. Makes the score Falcons 29, Patriots 26.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The master of play action, Rodgers. Now a deep ball here for Collins.
What is he doing,
He's in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Patriots. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now Bass to tack on the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Pats have taken a 4-point advantage.
Patriots 33, Falcons 29.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27-yard line.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. On the run to the right. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
First down.
So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. They will run it over center with Hall. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. To the outside, he's got Smith. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
10 catches now in the game. He's gone his way early and often. That one for a first down. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. To the sideline and caught by Pickens. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Here's second down and 3.
Yeah, here we go. I take flying.
We give to Hall. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Falcons first down. A gain of 7 and a Falcon first down.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite targets. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here comes second down. They'll run it with Hall. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
It's a gain of 8.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. That's quickly out to Smith.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Yeah, here we go. Like that.
They put Pickens in motion. Dak going to push this one forward. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Hey, 88. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And this one is caught by Pierce. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
16 yards.
It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
1st and 10 at the
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
2 timeouts, still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Rodgers. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette.
It's 2nd down and 10.
It'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Hey, take 26. Go to 50.
Now a 2nd down throw from Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.